spending all. I'm trying to touch the states this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Kid is so wave.
He said, you want that check, can you make it stretch? You want that check, but can you make it stretch? Everybody wants that check, but can they make it stretch? Nah.
Kid is so wave.
Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Welcome to the Crypto Livers Show. Thank you for jumping on in and calling yourself Crypto Livers. Welcome to the greatest show on YouTube. I don't care what genre we're in. This is the best show on YouTube, in my humble opinion. Best 2 hours you could rock out with, because I'm going to make you feel good. We're going to learn something that can change our lives, and we're going to get away from the banking cartel that's parasitic and taking our lives one penny at a time. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. I got my lemon water kicking right here with my Doing Damage sticker. I got my raw honey from Martha's Vineyard from the Island Bee Company. Shout out to the Island Bee Company. Go out to Martha's Vineyard. Get yourself some pure honey. Now, I'm not going to tell you I'm a health advocate. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I am saying I haven't been sick not once throughout this pandemic, knock on wood. And I've been drinking lemon water and using honey every morning, every night for the last 5 years, 7 years, something like that. I've been drinking water for 10 years, lemon water for 10 years now, every day religiously. It has kept me extremely healthy. I truly believe in it. Lemon water to the fullest. I don't drink milk, don't drink really a lot of juice. Drink some tart cherry juice before I go to sleep to help myself go to bed. It helps. It has some melatonin, natural sleeping capabilities. Tart cherry juice, check it out. Check it out. You taste the honey. You smell the lemons. Lemon is a natural, positive, energetic feel. So you use the lemons to your advantage. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I told my whole crew to watch Bitcoin. And to watch it, it's very volatile on these weekly candles. So, in this funky little uptrend that we've created, we have a low. We have a higher high. We have a lower, higher low. We have a higher high. We will have a lower low if we put it in here from this low here at 48,800 about. How about the new mic? What do you guys think of the new mic? I think it actually rocks pretty much because I can go further and closer, and I think it it has a little more bass to it. When I go low, you can really get into the lows of the voice. So it's a little less. I can do my Sylvester Stallone, you know. Yeah, just a little bit tinny there. Hey, you ain't nothing, you don't believe in yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we can do it all here with this mic. Pretty excited to get new equipment. I'm an equipment nerd. And I got everything now. Soon I'll have everything every YouTuber has. I'm back. I got that. I got it all. I like to put money back into the studio, make it awesome. Sweet. The good FL fruit, keep me right. Rocky Balboa. Adrian.
Adrian, yo, Adrian, yo, Adrian, yo. Yo, I now had him, yo, I can't push it, man. He's a little punchy, but you know what I'm saying?
How about that game, though? Oh, my God. You guys almost gave it up. Rodney Robinson and the Bucks almost gave it up. You had no business being in overtime. That was absolutely insanity. Let's take a look at what's happening here for Bitcoin. 49,170. And let's track it here in my opinion, a bear pennant that should break to the downside in the bigger time frame here. Look at this. I'm suggesting we might even make a right shoulder. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. We were on the 15-minute when it popped, right? This morning, earlier today, and I said that's going to be it. Once the 15-minute got to the high point on the stochastics RSI, I said, that's it, we're going to cool off. You'd be like, this man's a magic man. And we did. Exactly within like a half an hour. And then what I did is I posted a video to my Patreons explaining this. So this is the type of stuff you get in the Patreon. Like, you're going to be learning every single day throughout the entire time you're there in the group. There's so much to teach you. There's so much to learn. There's so much to break down. And every day we're there together having an absolute blast, sharing the knowledge together. You know, I love each and every one of you for jumping on in, and thank you for being a part of the Patreon. Without people in the Patreon, right, it's just not amazing. So shout out to everyone here. The gain on that mic is totes. Awesome. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. Rodney, you play Warzone. Your name sounds familiar. Let's do damage to that like button, guys. Shout out from Israel. Shout out to Romain Rosenstein. Hey, we got another double R. We got Rodney Robinson and we got Romain Rosenstein. So funny. Rosenstein, yeah. Just one click from the Lifer fam watching with the Lifer matching to match. Thank you. Now, I love video games, but I do have time. I work other jobs. I work 3 jobs. He's like, yeah, when I got time over here. You never know. Shout out to Zero Allegiance for the $5 super chat. Boom. And everybody, are you ready? If everyone's ready, some people are new to the channel. I don't know what they're going to do. And I wonder, does it hurt the channel? Does it help the channel? Everybody knows what's coming, though. Everybody knows what's coming. Everyone who knows the channel knows what's going down right now. What's about to go down. But here we go. As we get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle as we break 49K. Damn it. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close, shall we? We're going to double click. We're going to look at just the weekly candle. Okay? And we're going to take a little bit of a gander at it. My girl's like, is Sam okay? You must be new. The WWE superstar is here. Shout out to Nano Gomez. So we take a look at this and we're like, all right. Bitcoin and the weekly candle, and there we are. It was a green one. Stay green, baby, stay green. I do not touch the red ones. I peck the red ones if I must. Get away. No, I ain't touching you. You ate the weekly. Wow, that's the way we began the week. We ate the entire week's gains away in 1 second. Like, that's horrible. Like, look at in an hour. So this whole week did its thing. And we put a bearish engulfing candle on the week immediately. So we finally had a green week. First time in 3 weeks, we had a green week. I was saying this before because, look, when I went back in the past, look, 2 weeks of red, green, 1 week red, 2 weeks of red, 2 weeks. we really ever had more than 2 weeks. Right here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, but they were like small, but we had 4, right? And here we had 1, 2, 3. Here we had 4, but that's like kind of a bearish time. But you know, so like just once we started moving off of 10K, boy, BTC rushing to fill the CME gap. Can you explain why often it's so filled? Why it's so often filled? I mean, it's just because it's the nature of the order book. Like the guy who orders, like he might want that to close, or the traders close it on that trade. We'll take a look. I don't know exactly the reasons. There could be a reason for it other than people know it's there. So short traders build liquidity on that idea. If everybody knows something, traders can, when everybody knows something, traders tend to gravitate towards that idea. Okay, so when traders tend to gravitate towards that same idea, right? And then you juxtapose that information, right? Next to the idea that, you know, the people with the money are probably the people that are the, you know, most successful traders, and they've been trading a lot. So when they make a decision, they move the market. You put 2 and 2 together, and they're the ones that are going to make a move based on the CME gap. So they're going to draw the liquidity down to their positions, right? If the best way to explain it. Shout out to VZ for the $5 keep it up super chat. Why is the CME gap filled so often? Yep, thank you. Sorry, I got like something itching my nose. Sorry about that. How rude. It's just like these little furry things fly up here. Water, man. Especially the lemon at the end. Sometimes you just sit and drink and realize how wonderful it is just to live in the body. Just to taste, just to touch, just to smell, just to feel, just to be alive. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Booger Sugar Nose Candy. You guys want me to do a real one? Just really get in there on the live? No, it's itchy. It's itchy. Booger Sugar. You guys are ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Watching 2 goats in one night. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. I mean, he did still win it though in overtime. Like he may have. Why couldn't he close it down in 4? He threw 2 bad passes that he really shouldn't have thrown. Had he put those 2 passes on point, there would have been no issues. No issue. I'm not hating. I'm just speculating on the idea of what happened. You know. Okay, so the weekly candle. We're taking a look at Bitcoin and the weekly chart. We've gone over this every week, but I'm relentless, and we do it here together every single week. Same time, same face, same guy, same annoying voice. The Crypto Lifer. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Please hit the like button on your way in. Someone will be with you shortly. The Lifer will be with you shortly. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hi, thank you for attending the live stream. The Lifer will be with you in a moment. Please make yourself at home. We have hot towels over there in a warming container. $74,000 Bitcoin is the measured move out of the falling wedge, if the falling wedge can break to the upside. Okay? Heavy weekly support in this range, as we've talked about, because we have a candle close right here. So that's why I put double in this range. Here I don't really need double. That's one area, but double, this is a heavy range here. We do not want to see a weekly candle close below 47,500. All right? Let's take a look at the weekly and let's talk about it. All right? It opened at 44,484. The high was 51,995, almost hit 52K. The low was 46,788, and it would close at 50,000. We would get a weekly candle close above 50K, but to no avail. How many times have I talked about this 49, 50K area? I've been going over it and over it and over it, and it's been so annoying so many times. And it's just so annoying. But this idea here, yeah, that we just cannot seem to get, a candle to close above 50K. But, we closed, this one did. This one closed above 50K. We got the weekly to do the thing, but the second that happened, this weekly got sold off. Hopefully the volatility gets bought up. This turns into another wick. You know, one thing I do want to say is the last 2 times, we did have 2 weeks here, and then it would turn into kind of a, you know, what it did for a bit of a consolidation moment here. But we would eventually be pretty close to the bottom on the first wick. We would have 2 weeks here, and that would be a tweezer top for a move to the upside. Have about 2 weeks here, that would be a tweezer top for a move to the upside. Just looking at weekly ideas here. And here we have a tweezer bottom. I mean, I call them tweezer tops because if you flip them upside down, they look like tweezer tops. They're tweezer bottoms, forgive me. But a tweezer bottom exacts just like a tweezer top would dump. A tweezer bottom would pump to the upside. So, we're watching this idea closely. Could we consolidate more? And could this be basically pretty much the low of this wick here? Around $42,000. This is a very possible thing. Let's take a look at the weekly stochastics RSI and some indicators here. The MACD turning red still has some momentum to the downside. The RSI, kind of in the middle. It doesn't always have to get that low. That's how low it got on the last retracement. So it's kind of like on board here for a place where it could get a bit of a bounce. Also, look, that's previous resistance on the RSI. Using that as support, I've seen that play out. So that's something that's interesting. Also, the weekly stochastic is below the dotted line. It doesn't have to stay down here forever. We could get just one of these flips. Stochastic, that's why you never know. You got to trade other ideas. That's why I couple it all together. Also, when I use a pull, an entire Fibonacci from this wick up to this week here on the weekly time frame, because today is the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. Pat yourself on the back for coming on in. It's Sunday night. Welcome to the weekly candle close. And this is where we do Bitcoin, and we go over the big time frames. We go over the big picture. I kind of go over it every single day too, just to keep you up to date. But for the most part, this is where we focus on it. This becomes the crux of the show. It's the Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Shout out to all the live streamers out there. Shout out to everyone jumping on in. Marv Albert, Kevin Harlan, Sam Price, same category. HOF announcers. I'm better than Marv Levy. Anyone know anything about VVS on crypto DeFi? Yeah, we've been talking about that. Kind of comes on Chrono on crypto.com, and it's a cool app, VVS Finance. We've been doing a bit of a deep dive on it. It looks to be very promising, so we do know a little bit about it. I don't know how to get a chart on it yet, though. I want to get a chart on it. Where else would we be? Shout out to Gregory the Sniper. Kishnu Inu Power. Kishnu Inu to the moon. I guess it would be with a name like that. I mean, he's committed. He might as well get a tattoo on his face. No, I'm just joking. You don't go get a tattoo on your face. It wasn't me. So here we go. I mean, a bounce here off the 0.5 Fibonacci level. All right, a bounce here up the 0.5 Fibonacci level. That could hold. We did come into the golden pocket. So far, so good. We're holding the 0.5 Fib. So far, so good. 49K is a sand in the stone we're holding. So this is the big idea. If you want to look at the weekly, we could be getting ready for a reversal, possible double bottom here. We could go lower. Lowest support there is about 42,900. I would not want to break this area, 42,008. 42K really would be these wicks, and this wick area. Really, 43,000. We start breaking 42,900, 43,000. That means we could gap easily down to 38, 39, and then we could fall down to 35, and you could be talking about 31. I mean, it's 3 big levels on the weekly. So it would be nice if we can get this. You can see what a big deal this is if we can stay above it. So weekly support and resistance on the weekly candle close, all looking okay for a bit of a reversal. We are closer to the bottom than the top, in my humble opinion. Nothing's guaranteed. So don't take that as a guarantee. But, in my experience, in my 15 years of trading, and my 7 years of relentless technical analysis trading, and consistently charting, in my four and a half years of crypto charting to the point of no return, my last 2 years of streaming, my last 1 year of every single day without a break of 2 hours streaming every week, and consistent streaming for my trading group, I'd say about on average 10 hours a day of charting every day, no matter, even if I'm on vacation, somehow I'll chart in the morning for an hour, I'll chart in the morning before I go to bed at night, you know, I'll chart while I'm watching a game, I'll always have a chart up, I'll be watching a football game, but I'll have a chart up, you know, I'm always multitasking in some way, shape, or form when it comes to charting. So 10 hours a day, 70 hours a week, you know, 280 hours a month, 2,800 hours every 10 months, you know, and just relentless. In 4 years is about 48 months, right? So you're talking 28,000 hours of charting or more relentlessly of crypto. They have a bridge to the Chronos chain. That's pretty good. Trying to find out the staking on VVS. Congrats on your staking. I heard good things about it. Shout out to little Schmitty. Getting busy. Getting her DeFi on. Appreciate you, little Schmitty. Always going to the next level. 18 million VVS staked. Amazing. Agree. OR. My bonus is intended to go to OR. Wow. Gas is super cheap. Shout out to the OR team. Reaching out to me. Really cool. Really amazing people. Appreciate the OR team so much. Thank you so much for coming on in, OR. What an amazing time. So look, we have Swing Up to Swing Up. And check out that interview if you didn't. If you want to know more about gaming, you want to actually see a face to a name of a team. You know, I'm going to put faces to the names. You know, we're all buying coins. Nobody even knows who the hell is who. What are you buying? You know, I always used to say I don't invest in coins. I invest in people, right? And so I like to know what I'm investing in. Like EGLD, I like the founder of the coin. You know, sharing, I like Tim Boss. You know, I hope they could get up and do something amazing. But I like Tim Boss and sharing. Amazing people too. So here, check out this AMA here with the OR system. Watch this AMA, 1,600 views. Let's get this up to 5,000 views if we can. Come on. Get the likes up. Share this with a friend. Help the team out. Let them know. OR, man. And you really sit down. Funny, a hilarious interview. Really funny times. I thought it was hilarious, the setup and everything. Chilling with the OR system.
That multiple people out.
But they broke it down. Had so much to say.
At acceptable terms, what we felt like were acceptable terms with a centralized exchange that I won't name, but you'll know. So we said, okay, look.
And, you know, they were such a cool team. And I had such a good time on the live stream with them. Jump on into that. Check that out. An AMA with the OR system. The best metaverse NFT team in the crypto. Partners with Microsoft, Unreal, Unity. I don't know if they've partnered with Amazon. Someone, hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, man. All right. I hired a team, you know, I got young kids working, doing their thing, and I just you gotta harness in the energy, you know? You gotta harness in the energy, you know? I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying, but probably meant to put amazing. Calm down, Cloud. Yeah, right? Looking like the Brady Bunch. Check out SPI Joe. People Coin up in here. OR team. AMA was awesome. Beefy Finance. Hey, Lifer, do you stay crypto? And if so, where? I tell you, but I'd have to, you know. I can't even say jokes anymore. I'm always worried. It's none of your business where I'm staking my cryptos. Wouldn't you like to know? Welcome to Worcester. $1.25. So, this is the weekly candle. We are oversold in the stochastics. We're closer to the bottom than the top. I'm leaving it here at hidden bullish divergence, which you have swing up to swing up and swing down to swing down. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. Hidden bullish divergence. Good. Okay. People coin, huh? Toll Booth Willie. Been an average bull Vember and Moon Sember. I know, right? A $1.25, please. Welcome to Worcester. A $1.25, please. Welcome to Worcester. A $1.25, please. BTC going to 0. The clout gangster. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Dear Lifer, today, December 12th, is my birthday. If you could send me some good wishes, it would mean a lot. Felipe. On December 12th, Felipe. Shout out to you and yours, man. And may you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful birthday on December 12th, the 12/12/21. Pretty cool. 12/12/21. It's all ones. It's like Morse code. Your birthday is Morse code right now. 1/2/12/21. Shout out to Felipe. Thank you so much for the super chat on your birthday. You're a giving person, giving to my channel on your birthday. I am so blessed to have shared your birthday with you on this wonderful live stream, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming on into the live and being a part of the Crypto Lifer community. You're the man. Appreciate you more than you would ever know. Happy birthday, and you know what? We'll give you a few minutes with the orb for your birthday. Don't look too long. It'll cost you. Now I gotta fix this. It's all good though, I don't mind. Make sure you can see my white hair and we're good to go. Alright. Which I don't think I have any. I'm blonde, so I claim got no whites, man. I've never seen them. So, there you go. Why so serious? Transferred Crow on the Kronos Bridge on the DeFi wallet. Went to VVS. Went to swap on the Bling Swap. Bought VVS with the Crow. Look at this dude. Gregory the Sniper teaching you. So you transfer Crow on the Kronos Bridge on the DeFi wallet. And you go to VVS. And when you swap on Bling Swap, and you bought VVS with the Crow. Okay? Transferred Kronos Bridge on the DeFi wallet. Went to VVS Finance. Went to swap on Bling Swap and bought VVS with Crow. There you go. There is 12/12 portal open now that will balance the emotions of everyone. Ethan Ways. That orb is trippy. I need one. Stack McChange. Chill, man. I'm on. Yeah. You guys are the best. Thank you all. Hey, Liver, can you look at CRV when you get the chance? Much love and respect from Bolivia. Carlos Salinas. I will, but sending a super chat, it would be disservice to all the other people that would ask with a super chat. Just want to do the right thing for those people. I mean, some say it's a cop out, but it is. It is what it is. We're gonna take a look at SPI for my man Joe. So Bitcoin needs to hold this level. We're gonna take a look at Bitcoin now on the smaller time frames. So Coinbase USD will be our weekly chart. Okay, I've said this before, but this will be the weekly chart. I'm not going to touch it again. Whenever we need to see the weekly, we're just going to go here and look at the levels to watch. So I don't have to draw the weekly 100 times in a row. So tomorrow morning, this will be the weekly chart. All right. The chart that I beat up and show all sorts of nonsense with and keep moving on will be Binance. So let's zoom in. We know what the weekly looks like. We've gone over the levels. We know where the fibs were at. We know the levels to watch. There's really nothing else to talk about, right, on the weekly chart. I'm pretty happy with the analysis that we've done, okay? I talked about this being a shoulder, a head, and a possible shoulder negated when we pump to the upside. Great, okay? I even was one of the few people to do this. Nobody did it. I don't think I saw anyone online do it. But I mentioned this could be a cup and handle because I'm called Sammy Cup and Hattie, and every time I see something, I make it a cup and handle no matter what. I'm like, oh, let me cup and handle that real quick and show you what I see here. Now, the measured move was beautiful. If we could get up and get on out of here to the upside. Beautiful measured move here. to about 54,542. And that's what we're looking for. And that's what I'm looking at. And that's what I would love, right? Now, this is a nasty candle now, just getting worse and worse. Heavy sell-off in Asia. I guess someone was told sell off, sell off, sell off. Another thing that I'm showing you here is if you go to the 4-hour time frame, and I mentioned this as well, whenever the stochastics are high on the 4-hour, watch out right here. And let's go back in time and let's do this. Let's go 6 times in a row. And I do this to teach you why I use the stochastics so much and why they're so amazingly accurate. Okay, let's go back in time. Let's find the last 6 times that the 4-hour began to curve on us to the downside. Right here, we had a nice downward move. 1. Here we had another one, 2 for 2. Here we did our thing, got high, right? 3 for 3. Here we got another thing, we got high, 4 for 4. It's an amazing indicator. It really doesn't fail you. Here we got high, really called the top. We had these weird wickage, but that was really just them trying to catch people and massive dump down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4, in my humble opinion. Right? 4 for 4. Right? And then here, dump, here, 5 for 5, and this would just be 6 for 6 the 6th time. I mean, so dumpage. And we didn't make a higher high on the 4-hour. When the 4-hour oscillates on the stochastics, specifically the 4-hour, right? Right here, look, we were here. Let me teach you something. The stochastics can really show you where the trend is if you know how to use the stochastic RSI. Okay? Nothing beats time in the market. I've learned this after years of playing with these instruments. Okay? So look, we made a high here. I'm going to circle it here. We made a high. And the stochastics got high. And we got to this point. And we flattened out. All right? And we got low, you know. And that's the thing. If the stochastics can keep a flag when you go low, that's a bullish sign. That's what I'm always looking for. That's why I project the flag and I put the alert on the low stochastics. If it fills out my flag and the stochastics resets, I know that's highly likely we're going to push to the upside. See? This is why I'm so accurate with and how I can pick a trend so well. So then we come up again, we get to the high point, right? Boom. When the stochastics gets high, that's it again. Okay? But you can see each time the stochastics oscillates, what happens? The price is making a higher high. See this? So the stochastic went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And as the price followed it, higher high, higher high, higher high. So when you watch, so you want to watch the 4-hour, specifically the 4-hour gives you good info. So you want to watch the 4-hour on that oscillation. And when you see that the movement start to change, right? Look, now you're oscillating and you're making lower lows. You get it? Trend isn't in your favor. So it can give you, once you make the first one, it tells you something's going wrong. Okay? So back to where we are now. Okay? We were oscillating here. Every time not making a higher high. Ever since here. Ever since we made a lower high right here. We became bearish. So look, here we started a new trend. We made a high. We made a higher low right there. The first higher low was the beginning of the uptrend. So once you make a higher low, you can say, okay, we'll zoom in here. We'll talk about just this area and we'll grow from this movement. So low, once you made a higher high, okay, once you made a high, fine. You're like, okay. You're like, that's nothing. I don't care about that because you could still make a lower low and keep a downtrend. So you're like, all right, you need to show me a higher low right now. So they puts it in the higher low. And you're like, okay. Okay, you met me halfway, Bitcoin. Now you're like, all right, you need to show me a higher high. Or I don't believe you. Okay? It does that. Then it puts in this low. It was slightly higher than that. You're like, okay, you're playing games, but you did put in a higher low. And then it puts in a higher high. Now you're like, okay, you're forming an uptrend, Bitcoin. You're showing me that you want to go to the upside. Okay? You keep this up, right? Now, M pattern in a way, that's an M, right? Double top M right there for sure. That's a double top M. So you double top, right? You also get extremely high on the daily, on the 4-hour and the daily stochastics RSI. But look how high you got on the 4-hour, right? Exhausted. But you come down and you make the higher low. This is fine. And just like these other 3 times, you're like, okay, Bitcoin, you need to show me a higher high. And that's what I was talking about here. We did not do that. I've been bearish ever since that point. You know? Because that's how we trade here on the channel, and we go up Bitcoin day by day. And once we didn't make the higher high, I said to everybody, man, that's no good. That's no good. Bitcoin needs to put in a higher high. Then we put an inverted. It fell to the downside. We played with this level, played with this level, played with this level. I said we needed a higher high. We needed a higher high. Every time we oscillated on the 4 hour, we refused to put in a higher high. Now here we are again. There's no reason for me to believe we're in any type of bull run. You see what I'm saying? I'm not being rude, and I'm not trying to say we're in a bear market. I'm neither bear nor bull. I'm just showing you right now, if you consistently put in a lower high, you're bearish. You're in a bear market, like to me, or you're in at least a pullback market. You're in some type of bearish correction. You're not bullish. Bullishness is confirmed by a bullish trend. A bullish trend is confirmed by higher lows and higher highs. There's no such thing going on right now at all. Okay. The only thing we have here, all right. So actually, let me take my word back. Let me take my wording back. We have a lower low right here. We have a low. We have a higher low. We need to desperately put in a higher low right now on this barrage of pain. What I don't like is the barrage of pain is just getting started, and the 4 hour hasn't even really made a big trend to the downside yet. You see what I'm saying? And that it's like, wow, you're already moving that hard and you haven't even began the move down? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy onslaught. Pretty solid rejection of 50K. Pretty easy short situation there, right? Falling wedge breaks to the downside 68% of the time. I talked about this morning, and I went over and I said it's highly more likely we break down, and the measured move is back to 46K. No reason we can't be there tomorrow morning. And I'm not trying to be a bear here. I'm just trying to say, hey, now is the 15-minute extremely oversold? It is. Could it be our saving grace? It's been lately a little bit. And I've been using the 15-minute really to watch the oscillations on it to see how it can get us out of these sticky situations. It's been okay. It's not been the best. Right now, it was in a bit of a flag here that fell to the downside. Look at that. It was flagging out, showing signs that it could bounce back up. What we wanted to see was a flag break back to the upside here, like so. It broke down. Now you kind of put it in this wedge here. Now you're trying to get a break off the wedge to the upside. Now, it could bearish retest. What is a bearish retest? When it comes to try to get back in this pattern and then dumps again. And then really confirms the dumpage. So watch for that idea. We're going to be watching the 15-minute and the 1 hour closely. Pretty sad that we got rejected so hard on the weekly candle. I said to be careful. I said to watch the volatility to my trading group. And I hate being right when it's wrong. Don't want to be right when it's wrong. But the indications were all there for Bitcoin and the breakdown. I saw overbought regions on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Now the good sign is the daily is extremely overbought now. It had momentum to the upside though. Look at that. It could cross bearish now again. And never make it to the upside. The 3-day, still double bottoming here, kind of trying to find its way, but damn, look at that. Bearish times. And even if you look at the 3-day, it's kind of sad that it just, it looks like it's in a bear flag. That broke down. Smaller time frame, but big time frame chunks. So how do we get out of this? Where do we go? What levels to watch for Bitcoin? And again, it's going to control almost every trade. So I told everyone, watch your trades too. Like, don't get so gung-ho on trades. Don't be all slap happy jumping into trades. Watch your trades. Watch your trades. Because Bitcoin's going to take every trade to the ground. Trust me. There'll be 1 or 2 trades standing, maybe 10 trades standing. Bitcoin will take every trade to the ground, especially on a Sunday night. With the volatility, a lot of fear in the market, a lot of craziness in the market. We'll take a look at the fear and greed index as well for you, folks. We'll break it down for you. We'll look at some news. We'll have some fun too. We'll look at some altcoins. It's not all sad. As I show you, the weekly does show signs of a reversal if we can get through the minutia of these smaller time frames. But wow, what a nasty 1 hour candle that just closed. That was a nasty 1 hour candle. It went down $1,033. Look at the 33 puts his head again. Look, I'm not making it up. If you go to the open, high, low, and close, opened at 49,630. The high was 49,630. So it opened right when it dumped on it. And the low was 48,557. Closed at 48,597. A $1,033.15 candle, down 2%. A 2% candle, that's pretty diesel for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Dow futures and see what the Dow futures are saying to us. I remember I had them bookmarked back in the day. I got them somewhere. Dow futures. Pretty sure I got the Dow futures somewhere. Actually, I know I do. It's just finding them, you know. CoinTrader Pro might come in handy. PooCoin will come in handy later. We're going to need that. Might as well pop that out. Crypto deep dive. Upcoming. Ethereum. Trading needs. Would have sworn I had those futures. Whatever. The pattern site. That's a great place. Learned so much hanging out there, just chilling, clicking around. Dow futures. Bam. So the Dow futures right now up 152.70. It's a good thing that the market should open green tomorrow. Just kind of checking out the world markets. Just want to see what's happening. Not like it's the biggest deal in the world, but it's something that you want to kind of check out and you want to, make sure that it's looking cool. Okay. So check that out. Just double check, Okay. Thank you so much for it's the kid. Shout out to the kid with the subscription. We'll take a look at SPI. Baby girl love my vibe and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you. Big flex, my swole up, double cup and I'm pulled up. Niggas hating like hold up, what's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up, hard body they fold up. Shorty say I done glowed up, double text on my phone up. Fuck with your boy, I'm the man of the year. I'm not a fan of your peers. Serve him a fade on my. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a pump back up a little bit here for Bitcoin. The low seemed to be 48,500. That was the last level. Remember? Rejection, 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 rejection. And really, that's it for me. 48,008, 48,005. I do not want to see us break that area. We break that area, I'm going to start, like then we're looking down here again at 47K. And that was a battle to get us back above 47K. It was a battle. It was an absolute battle. So when we look at the smaller time frames, we're hoping that this falling wedge can break to the upside here for Bitcoin. Maybe break us back into the falling wedge here, the rising wedge that I created. I'm gonna make it a little easier to see. Also, you can see we've been in a box now. Bitcoin's been in a box right here. Right? And it's just been battling in this range. Just battling. Up and down, right? Really main area of the support bridge here and here. Now, one thing I've been seeing now is definitely either a bear flag. And to me, it's either beginning to break or trying to break. There's your measured move with the bear flag. back to 43K, you know. So just, you know, worrisome with the 4 hour in our favor of some dumpage. So I'm watching this very, very closely, right? One idea here, you see it here. Could we get an inverted head and shoulder? Sorry, music way too loud. Could we get an inverted head and shoulder? Possible, right? Well, Bitcoin is notoriously known for breaking up out of these. But I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, you know. So, this is what we're going to watch. Can Bitcoin break out of this on the 4 hour? This is what we're going to watch. All eyes on this idea here. This is it. This is really it. Let's clean it up so no one can say anything. But this is it, man. This is my work. To me, this is the pattern that we can go on. And it either breaks up or down. And we're going to know in a few days. So all eyes on this pattern. Huge move for Bitcoin in the next 24 to 30 hours. Calling it right now. Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles is 28 hours. Yeah. Huge move for Bitcoin in 18 to 36 hours. I'm calling it right now. Huge move for Bitcoin in the next 18 to 36 hours. Because it's going to have to make a move either way up out of this idea. Something's got to give here for Bitcoin. So far, we have made a line in the sand and we have slowed down. But it doesn't mean this pain is over at all by any means. So watch this idea here for Bitcoin. And we'll mark the two levels. And you see we're on that strong weekly support here at 48.5. We break that area. It's no good. It really is. Like this line right here. Strong. Like we don't want to look resistance, bounce. We do not want to break that area, you know. Bitcoin in the zone. Craziness. Can the inverted head and shoulder man break us to the upside? Only time will tell. Sometimes it takes me a half an hour to get here. Like I'll play with the chart, and then eventually I'll see what's going down. But I won't. It won't come easy. I'll be honest. It doesn't like. I don't just sit down. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. That's my wife. I'm like, sometimes she's like, we need to go here and we need to go here. And I look at her. I'm like, I need to do my thing. Like I need to sit with the chart because I need to find it. It's like clay. I need to mold it, play with it, and I'll get there. But it's gonna take some time. Like my skill will come out, but you gotta let me kind of sit with it. I gotta roll with it. I'm going to find the essence of the chart, but you got to give me some time, you know? So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin, either 43K or 56K. Line in the sand for Bitcoin. Big move coming in the next 18 to 36 hours for Bitcoin. You heard it here live on the channel. Everyone else is going to start. Big move for Bitcoin coming. I haven't watched anyone else's TA. I haven't watched any TA. I just watched a little bit of Tom Brady. That's about it. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in and calling yourself Crypto Lifers and being a part of the Crypto Lifer Show. Much appreciated. Here we go, another one. I love these every time we're here. Until you make a higher high, stop lying to yourself. You're in a downtrend. It's that simple. The Crypto Lifer. It's true, dude. Until you make a higher high, stop lying to yourself. You're in a downtrend. It's that simple. The Crypto Lifer. The one day you take off is the day something happens. The Crypto Lifer. If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a freaking duck. The Crypto Lifer. When you have FOMO, fear of missing out, just remember, what would Lifer do? I never buy when the 4 hour is high. And this is why. See what happens here? I never chase a trade. I'm always looking for the next trade. Yeah, it's so awesome, right? It's the best, man. You're the best, dude. Good people in my life, man. I'm so happy. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So this is the idea for Bitcoin here. And you come for the channel for the truth. You don't come here to get buttered up and moonboyed out, right? You come here for the truth because I've been, my channel started in the depths of hell during a bear market. And I just came out 2018, started making videos because I believed in crypto and I loved crypto. It didn't have to be popular for me. It didn't have to be the cool thing. It didn't have to be any of that. It was just whatever I wanted it, whatever I was doing. So, we can get through these, other channels that maybe just like they're all about trying to sell you something or kind of move, they may be bigger than me. They may move faster than me. They may have gained more followers than me. But I'll tell you what, we'll be here in the long run. We'll be here in the long run. We're not going anywhere. Shout out to all the lifers. Appreciate each and every one of you for holding me down every single time you come to the live stream, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Namaste to all the lifers. Let's take a look at SPI. Now let's have fun. We've done our due diligence. We've looked at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at actually, you know what? Let's make it hurt for a little longer. Let's take a look at the dollar index, shall we? Dollar index forming a bit of a flag here, like it wants to pump to the upside. 4 hour is flipping on us to the upside too. Watch that. That could hurt Bitcoin if we get a pump here on the 4 hour on the dollar. Same thing happening for Bitcoin. So that's going to be tough for Bitcoin if the dollar pumps. Okay. 1 hour is pumping to the upside too, suggesting a nice morning for the dollar as the market opens and everything else. Dollar looks like it's going to pump. Market looks like it may pump. Market and the dollar don't like to pump together, but they may. But they may. But they may. Anko, Kutsi Butsu, my man. Crypto Lifer and Bluezilla, 123, other two realists on YouTube. Shout out to Bullish Kenny G. Shout out to Bluezilla. I love Bluezilla. Tell that guy I love him. He's a good dude, man. I appreciate that dude. Paul C. I need to follow some blind wisdom. Ain't no one as real as you, Sam. Got your back. Shout out to Rodney Robinson, Mr. Smurvington, my chowder-headed buddy. Why do you sometimes Bitcoin and the dollar pump together? Because if you roll two slinkies down the stairs, eventually they're gonna go down together. If you put two blinkers in a car together, even if they're off base, eventually they're gonna blink together for a second and then they're gonna be off base again. I mean, they're two rambling oscillators in the universe of vibrational time and energy and space. Eventually, they're gonna slightly link up for a second or two. It doesn't mean it's amazing, okay? It's gonna happen. Think about it, Shout out to Zentians. Hey, boss. Hope you and your family are well. Thoughts on KDA as a project and its TA? Also, could you please look at JSMY and Potcoin? Thank you for all you do. Shout out to Zentians for the $20 super chat. Shout out to Mamba for Life, Sand, and XRP, please. Mamba for Life, appreciate you for the $2 Canadian. Crypto Lifer will do. We love Crypto Lifer too. Bullish Kenny G, man. Appreciate you, brother. Covalent from CMAS. Bluezilla. Oh, yeah, Bullzilla. 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 My man Bullzilla. Bluezilla. My man Bluezilla. Bullzilla. Bullzilla. Yeah. Bullzilla is the man, dude. It's a good dude, man. I think I could teach him like a lot about TA. Like I watch his channel sometimes and he's like, we called it. But honestly, he's good at research and he knows what coins are moving and he understands the, what's going on. He understands the tech. He understands what's going on. And he's also proven that you don't have to go too deep. You just have to understand what's going down. Like he gets HNT and mining and it's going to be, decentralized web. Like, it's just like, okay, boom, So, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Like, I teach people this all the time. Like, everyone thinks that because we're in crypto, we're the smartest people on earth. No, we're just realists. We're just focused. It's all about focused energy. Anytime you focus your energy on anything, you're going to be good at it. Bullzilla focuses his energy on his crypto, so he's good at it. You get what I'm saying? I'm chasing his channel. I'm trying to get more subscribers than his channel. I always pick a channel and I'm trying to channel up. You know what I'm saying? No offense to him. I love him. And he should be flattered by that. But I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to move, Shout out to Shout out to Bullzilla up in this spot. Shout out to Bullzilla. Bullish Boss. I'd like for you to see this head and shoulders so you can tell me what your opinion is. It looks real bad. Wish I could post my chart on the 4-hour Bitcoin. We are forming a right shoulder. You can. You could join my trading group for free, the World Trading Group, at the bottom of my live streams, and you could post a chart right there, and we could take a look at it together. My relatives were so dumb that when computers came out, they thought the mouse was stupid, and it would never work. This guy. It's never going to happen. Oh, you don't think so? Oh, okay. It's on then. It's on then. Is that you? Is that the bull? Is that Bullzilla on live? Is that the bullish boss right there? He says never going to happen. Honestly, I'll be honest. When my channel started, he had like 45,000, maybe 40,000, and I had 900. Now I'm creeping up on 20K, and he has 50,000. So it looks like it could definitely happen, in my humble opinion. So, in under a year. I'm just saying. Statistically, it looks like it could happen. I'm just saying. It's just friendly competition, man. Never say never. There you go, man. Okay, so here, we're going to take a look at the total market cap for Bitcoin, right? As we go over it all the time, the total market cap for Bitcoin. Forming a bit of a cup and handle here. Getting oversold on the daily time frame. Oversold in the 3-day time frame, wanting to get a bit of a reversal, wanting to push to the upside, wanting to get that level, right? Wanting to do damage, but, you know, really hanging on here, just like Bitcoin, at $2.2 trillion. So, shout out to the new subscriber. Thank you for jumping on it. So it's hanging, man. Ladies and gents, it's hanging. And it needs to pop. We would love to get a pop here. Getting close. I told you, getting close. Crypto is a futurist concept. Will finance go digital? Of course. I just joined the group for the first time. Telegram. It says admins have restricted me from messaging. Probably. There's a double top on the 3-day Bitcoin. I don't see a head and shoulders on the 4-hour cash. There's a 68% chance this channel will uncouple from YouTube in general. It's too big for this platform. Funny. Love learning. Never mind. Yeah, we're going to go worldwide with some new VR channel. Something crazy. Maybe Theta. Maybe you find me on Theta doing damage. There's talks of us moving heavily into Theta. You know? So look at this. 3-day. The daily. And it's just like Bitcoin. I mean, oversold, overbought now on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. 1 hour actually not overbought. Interesting. So we could get a resurgence in the market cap, even though Bitcoin, that shows you that Bitcoin dominance might be sliding. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. So it fell earlier today, gave, you know, a little altcoin relief rally there, but it does want to pump back to the upside. Bitcoin dominance. Now this happens when Bitcoin also dumps, because what happens is it stops people out into Bitcoin. So a surge in Bitcoin dominance could also show you there could be a dump in Bitcoin. So what do? We switch the screen in half, and I showed you what to do, but maybe you don't remember. And we're going to look at US Tether dominance juxtaposed next to Bitcoin dominance. Okay? If one looks really bullish when the other one doesn't, and we want to look at the same time frame. So we want to go here, and we want to go to the 1 hour. Okay? I want to see what we have going here. We're getting overbought here. Okay. Which is a sign that this could be a Bitcoin surge and not a dump. You get what I mean? Because this wants to pump to the upside, but this doesn't. And if this pumped up and we usually had a market dump, then you would see mostly a little, maybe a pump in Bitcoin dominance and a little bit of a surge in US Tether. Has it happened before? It has happened in the past. Right around here, look. Right here, see, we got a pump in Tether dominance, and at the same time, we got a pump in Bitcoin dominance. Right there, see? If you don't believe me, we'll look in deeper, but it's there. It's slight, but it's there. Right there, see? Bitcoin dominance went up as US Tether dominance went up. That's when you have a major dump. Okay, so I put these two together. I want to see that they're going to do the opposite thing. So far, they look like they may. That's a good sign that Bitcoin may get a pump to the upside, right? BSilla is more like, oh, come on, no hatred here. He's probably talking about if we go down to 40K and then start the right side. Lifer had already proposed that scenario, but it's early. It's possible. Sam, bullish boss is not Bullzilla123. I am pretty sure Bullzilla appreciates your shout out. Shout out to Little Schmitty. Yeah, check out Bullzilla. He's a really nice guy, man. I get a good vibe from him. Like he's a good person that I would hang out with, man. He's a nice dude. I would definitely collab with him. He's a nice dude. If everyone knows him personally, let him know that I'm looking for him. I think he's a good dude. So take a look. So there's Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. Let's take a look at the 4 hours together. Bum, 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 bum. Now the 4 hour wants the pump here, but coming to the downside on dominance. Interesting. This shows signs of worry because this will come down, then pump. This will pump, and then you're going to have Bitcoin dominance pumping with Tether dominance pumping. Does suggest there could be some pain. So this kind of foreshadowed pain before. It's foreshadowing some pain again. Let's backtest it. Write this down, right? Lifer showed that on this day, right? Let's get a Google. I'll make a Google sheet here of like kind of ideas. And we'll write them down each time and track them with a date. Then we'll come back to them on the live stream and we'll look at them and we'll try to, we'll data mine them so you can get some information right here live, you know? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to the new Patreon today. Chantastic and the few other people jumping on in. Thank you so much for jumping on into the Patreon. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Just went to NFR Rodeo and saw Cowboys riding the bulls. Are you bullish or bearish on Bitcoin short term, brother? Honestly, I'm indecision. I'm indecisive. I'm watching. I mean, I have to remain bearish because we have made consistently lower highs and lower lows. So we're in a downtrend. But I am looking for a reversal, but nothing's guaranteed. So like, I'd say I'm indecisive. But if I had to make a call, I'd have to be bearish. Okay. Lifer is the chart master. Shout out to Mr. Thompson. You're both top drop pal, LOL. If you watch its BS Bullzilla, you would already have VVS and MEX staking and baking. See, there you go. See? Look what he's talking about. We talked about VVS on this channel like a week ago, 2 weeks ago as well, though. VVS Finance, right? And we cover a lot of other things too. I mean, every channel is going to cover what they got to cover, right? But we did cover VVS Finance. Hold on. I couldn't find a chart on it, but we knew where it was at. You could get it on Kronos. And actually, someone today talked about exactly how they could connect and get it in one of the comments at the beginning, which kind of broke it down exactly what you needed to do to get some VVS Finance and break. But you know what? Staking isn't that great. I'll tell you right now. If the market dumps, VVS Finance will dump, and all that high APR you're going to get will get really crammed right down your throat, and you won't make a penny. I've done it all. I think I've done maybe even more staking than Bullzilla. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I have. I've done a year, and I've been in so many pools, and I've had the money to throw around in all different pools. Like, I've used money just to experiment in staking, and I was in so many different pools, and I've made, you name it. I mean, I was the cake boy. I took $1,800 of cake and turned it into well over $100 grand. That's the story here on the channel. And so, I mean, hey, and that was just one coin, not all the coins. I mean, that's just, I'm not saying that was my only win there. That was one of the many. But, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying, so there's so much in DeFi and there's so much to learn. And DeFi is endless and it never ends. You know, one of my favorite channels to check out DeFi is 333 Crypto. That dude is amazing. You got to check out 333 Crypto if you're into DeFi. That guy is going to blow your mind, you know. So there's some signs here that we could get a pump because Tether dominance, you know, and if you don't believe that too, then you backtest the Bitcoin chart on the left side. You know what? We could triple this out. And we'll throw Bitcoin here. Right? And we'll juxtapose the idea of Bitcoin on the 4 hour. And you'll see every time that tether dominance pumped up hard, like here we got a pump from here to here, Bitcoin dumped nice, right? When it was low on the 4 hour, was the beginning of a nasty dump for Bitcoin. We made a lower high. We didn't break the higher low, right? There's a downtrend. We're high on the 4 hour. That to me spells a dump for Bitcoin. Now, I'm not guaranteeing these things, but I'm just showing you the probability is highly likely Bitcoin's going to go to the downside. Now, I hope it doesn't, and I hope I'm 100% wrong. And I already drew a giant flag, and we put it in a thing, and we say either way it goes, and it's going to go one way. We're going to have a massive move for Bitcoin. Already kind of starting, So 48.5 is a big level, too. We break that. We easily get back down to 47. We easily get back down to 45, and then we're back into this wick area, and anything could happen, right? So if you're not staking VVS, I can't think of a reason to own it right now. And honestly, I'll be honest, staking VVS could end up being the worst thing you ever did. I'm being honest. Like, you may not want to brag about it one day. You may look back and be like, ooh, that was a bad move. You never know. Sometimes staking looks all well and good, and it turns out to be, if the market is dumping, staking turns out to be a bad idea unless you're doing stable coins. I'm being honest. I've gone through it. I don't care how high that APR is. When the coin goes from $1 to 20 cents, you can't recoup your losses. I'm telling you right now. It's not fun. So just be careful. Heed my words. Listen to what I'm saying. Heed my words and listen to what I'm saying, and be careful, please. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. Okay? And if you look at tether dominance too, it's almost in a bull pennant here. Look at this. Wants to break up to the upside. Like, that's bullish. Like, you would trade that bullishly. So, I don't know what to say, but there you have it. Showing signs of trouble for Bitcoin. And we've done this before, and they were pretty accurate doing this. So, we have Bitcoin dominance on the left. We have US tether dominance in the middle. And we have Bitcoin. And we juxtapose all the charts, and we can backtest them. We can backtest these theories. And we can see what happened in the last few times that we were low on the 4 hour on US tether dominance. Okay? Here we were really low here, and we would pump up. That was the massive dump for Bitcoin right there. Okay? Here we were really low here. Pump up, and there every dump Bitcoin had began when we were low on the stochastics on the US tether dominance. The stochastics are so accurate when you juxtapose, two different ratioed assets, and they show you the opposite. I mean, you got to listen to it. You got to listen to it. It's almost like flipping the chart upside down. It gives you yet another perspective that you have to listen to, in my humble opinion. You can't be like, oh no, I'm just, tether dominance is down. I'm just going to long Bitcoin anyway. I mean, you do whatever makes you happy. And I can't force anyone to do anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I will have to put that on your radar, right? And now what's sad is every time I do this, it changes my settings, which you tell me why. Okay, so we've done what we've done. We've looked at what we've looked at, right? Dow Jones for tomorrow. 4 hour wants to dump on us too. So that doesn't look good. The 1 hour, moving a little bit. We might have a little move, but by the end of the day, in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 hours says Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, watch out for a tough Dow. Doesn't mean it's over, but watch out for a tough Dow, right? Daily also is overbought. So the Dow's going to have some retracing to do before it can come back up again. So just remember, don't be scared when the Dow. So we're already looking at a tough week. We're looking at a tough week based on the 4 hour on the Dow. It's there for you. Yeah, I don't have a bullish or bearish bias. I'm always open to the market. Exactly. I learned that. After 10 years of being a trader, you will give up on telling anybody you know what's happening. Oh, I know. We're definitely going here. I think this. I don't know anything. We could be entering a 2-year bear market right now, and we could have topped at 69K for sure. That Pi cycle did cross. That could have been the Pi cycle top 2. You never know. Pretty sure Bitcoin always comes back to test its wicks throughout history, meaning we're going lower at some point to reclaim that big wick that the market makers want. Word of the day, juxtapose. You can save the theme where it says template. Will it save that template, all 3 though? Really? I never knew that. I thought it would just save. I didn't realize that. Let me do that. This would be cool if that works. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure this is going to save whatever blue box you're in though. So look, if I guarantee it doesn't work. But we'll see. I shouldn't say that. I'm always so affirmative. So I saved the indicator as double screen. See it? So I'll go back to this one here. And if I switch back, it's not going to change that. Like, you get it? Like, you're going to have to change that. See? It's just going to do the one. So that's not happening. So I appreciate it. But maybe you were saying something else. So if you did, let me know. All right? That's why you get into Cake Monster, the vault, baby. Right? Please, I'm trying to watch the show, not be a part of it. Shout out to Bullish Boss, man. No negativity, I suppose. Both endlessly, you're bringing... have you looked at the stocks on Hero? The Stokes on Hero? I try not to speak in absolutes. There you go. Juxtapose, verb to place different things side by side as to compare them or contrast them or to create an interesting effect. Fingbook. You can save them where it says template. Yeah, it doesn't happen though. Unsync in layout. So look, we've got over US Tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance, total, the market, entire market, right? Dow futures and Bitcoin. And after all our analysis, we came up with what didn't look like the best week ahead. Looked like a tough week ahead. In my humble opinion, looks like a tough week ahead, in all honesty. So, with that being said, it is what it is, you know? Bitcoin's struggling. And it's either going to break to the downside or break to the upside. Look at it kind of getting a signs of life here at the bottom there. Can it stop the pain? Can the 1 hour, which is extremely oversold now, rebuild here? Can it rebuild? And it's possible we could double bottom here and move on out. It is a higher low compared to this low here at 47,000 just on December 10th, so 2 days ago, you know. So there you go. I bought Hero token in the price of 23 for around 2 G's. I also have a big bag in Ponyo. This token sounds also quite promising. You know, shout out to the Ponyo team. They reached out to me. I believe something's going to be brewing with me in Ponyo. If you still remember me, I had one-on-one class with you weeks ago from China. Yes, I do remember you. You had a blue shirt on, right? You were wearing a blue shirt, somewhat the color of this, not too much, but somewhat like kind of this color with no logo on it. Am I right? You were friends with Canola, with my man. You were friends with my dude, Florian, right? If I'm correct. My target for Hero, once it breaks the top target, is 0.327. We'll take a look at Hero for my man. We'll take a look at SPI. Send in your super chats. Let's have fun. Put me in a good mood. I don't care if it's $1.89. I don't care if it's 50 cents. Send me a super chat. Let's have some fun. I want to hear the colors. I want to hear the noise. I want to hear the fun. Let's do this right now. Send in. Let's see how many super chats I can do in a 30-minute period. Let's fire them off faster than fast. Let it call the super chat bonanza, strabanza, bonanza, balenza. And we'll start off with SPI. Here we go. Shopping.io for KuCoin. It's at the base of the base, at the down of the down, on the low of the low, where nobody knows where it will go. We will watch for the flow. Oh no, SPI down low. Rodney Robinson always throwing the 199. Always throwing down. Unreal. Never misses a day. Always giving, man. Always giving. Fingbook will cash app you. Someone cash apps me, but I forget to receive them, and then they disappear. I guess you have to like say something or get them, and then I hear like, oh, your cash app has been returned. I'm like, oh damn. I mean, SPI's in a bit of a cup and handle. It's bottomed at the very, very bottom. Again, the whole market depends on this pumping. If Bitcoin dumps, this will dump even lower. I would watch Bitcoin before I really worried about SPI, but it is at the low of 25, 23 here, and it needs to reclaim a big resistance point at 30 before any talks of any more movement. So watch this closely here, but it's got to break above this level right here. Right there. It's got to break above this level right there at 30. I don't know what I hit that does that. I hit some button that makes it big, and I don't know what it is, and I would love to know. I'm trying to go with my finger because I miss out, and then whatever. You guys probably don't know what I'm saying, but just bear with me. All right, so there's SPI. Let's take a look at Hero. Let's take a look at Hero. Meta Hero. Check out Hero Lifer. All the stocks are low. Brian Shrimp. Okay, well, I tried. Fantasy Cash. What were you saying there, buddy? I can't see it all so fast. Will Cash App. I also bought Hero token at the price of 23 cents. So Hero. And I've been talking about Hero coming and touching the 200-day moving average. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. That's what Daddy waited for. I think it happened. I think I finally got it. Look at that. I waited so patiently. Can you believe that? I talked about this happening when Hero was up here, and I didn't chase Hero. Dude, the patient fisher, man. I'm telling you, I'm like an old man who sits near the river. Shout out to Bryce Rakic for the super chat. I see you, my man. I see you. So it is you that I always forget to answer the super chats. And then they always get returned. So funny. Cardano. Okay, well, I tried. Check out Hero Lifer. So look, it came to the 200-day moving average exactly like we talked about. I went over this theory many times, and I said, hey, if it doesn't have a 200-day moving average, and Hadouken taught me this, the admin in my group, he backtested this in the Canary Islands overlooking the water. He looked out one day, and he said, I'm going to learn this. And look, he saw the 200-day moving average interacting with this red candle here. We said this was coming to the downside. And we waited for this exact moment to happen for Hero. There could be more downside, I have to say, and let me talk about why. Also, this is interesting, but the patterns never lie. Shoulder, head and shoulder here, okay? All right? You would take the neck, the head, which is the whole length of that wick to this wick, and then you would bring it there and look exactly where it did. Price goes exactly to the measured move of the head and shoulder. So if you knew your patterns, you would have not got in as well. Also, there's a bigger head and shoulder here that was playing out kind of. So I'm watching this closely. I would like to see it back here at the 0.618 fib and the 0.6. It could even hit the 706. We could see this back down to 13, folks. Remember, a lot of people that jumped in on hype. So they're willing to sell it off so that $1 billion market cap could fall below. I want to see that market cap fall below $1 billion before I get in. Let's take a look at it now. I believe it is now. And I'm actually hyped for that because I always like to get in sub 1 billion. You know what I'm saying? To get in at $1 billion market cap for someone like me that studies crypto all day long, it's kind of like, yeah, 845. Yeah, back below the billion, baby. Okay. Now, it's a wanted coin. There's a lot going on with it, but it doesn't mean it can't still slip to the downside. Definitely a good time for me to nibble. I'll nibble. I'm trying to buy $3,600, and what I'll do is I'll buy $900 4 times, or maybe even, $600 6 times. You never know. Your boy CryWar making moves behind your back. Synoptic Trader, my baby CryWar, man. Thank God. Thank God. So here you go. Look at this thing. Hero. So we're watching it closely. Let's take a look at the oscillations on it. The daily suggests we do have a massive pump at one point. I mean, we're extremely oversold in that daily time frame. We finally hit the 200 just as suggested. You guys are so lucky, man. I planned this out, and look at it happen exactly as I planned out. Like, we talked about it. We waited for 10 days for this to happen, 12 days, ever since it formed. And I brought it up on the channel over and over again. That's a gem. I taught you guys a gem. I could die tomorrow and feel like I've done my piece. Like, I've done my piece, you know. Shout out to Limits. Thank you so much for coming on into the live. Appreciate you. So, yeah, not too shabby here, right? For Hero. Let's take a look at our whole gang. Let's take a look at the gang. Cryo War, CWAR, baby. It better be above 165, or I'm going to kick it in the teeth. Yes, 178, baby. Sorry. I'm a little hyped. Well, because I bought a huge bag of it. And when I stop-lossed out, in my humble opinion, you know, I stop-lossed out about a good amount, but not the whole bag. So I did watch a good amount of the bag drop from 190, 160, and 170 where I bought them in, all the way down here. And I was down pretty hard. Now I'm pretty at break even or up a little bit too. So I have a personal story with this pump. And so I'm still in it. I still got a little bag in there. And I want to start DCAing back into the place where I did at 160, 170, and 190. Right? Levels to watch for Cryo War, though. It's got to get it back above 233. That's a big level for it there. And 330, I can't believe it went to 472. What a massive pump it went on. From 130 to 472. Basically did a 3.5x real fast. Real fast. And yes, I finally got the mic that all the YouTubers have, that everybody owns. The good one. The special one. You know, I'm a real YouTuber now. I didn't want to get this mic because I felt like anyone was like, oh, I have money. I'm just going to buy that mic now. It's like $300, $399. But you know what? It is nice. It does sound amazing. It does hold good bass. And it holds good acoustic in a room. Even if you yell, which my wife is going to yell now. She's like, the baby's sleeping. What are you doing? She's going to yell at me when I get off. But that's what you do. You got to make your wife upset sometimes. So when you're good, she loves you. Right? So you make her upset sometimes, for when you're good, she loves you. Because if you're, you know what I'm saying? If you're always good, then she'll just take your good for granted. So you gotta sometimes be a pain in the butt. Not too bad, but you know, a little something here and there. Just to keep it going. You know, congrats. Nah, it sounds amazing. Simon Colwell loves that mic. Right? How far can you back up, Lifer? Pretty far. What do you think of this? I mean, not too far, really. Not too far. But you know what? I got gain. You know what I'm saying? So, like, look, I could hit the gain on this thing. And with the gain, I could be almost anywhere. But then you get a lot of echo. You don't want that. So, you don't want that. You don't need to get that. But I have a cloud lifter. I am using a cloud lifter with this. I am using the whole setup now is like $1,000 setup just for the audio alone. No lie. But man, I'm just going to keep building the studio up till it's like a beautiful, beautiful studio. If you have time to look at BLOK TA at some point in the show, would be appreciated. Let's take a look at BLOK right now. No, we're in the moment right now. It's all about the altcoins right now. That's all we want to know. Did this thing literally just dump all the way back to 138? You see that in my face? Oh my God. Look at that. It just went from one. Yo, I can't believe that. Now, it sounds worth the money. I'm using my Audio Technicas. I hear you clear and crisp, whatever mic you have. All the men around me are ish coin. So I get away with anything in comparison. Not financial advice here. Believe in all coin season. I mean, I believe in what I see. Cryo Piece, a game where you make love, not war. I know, right? Sad though, look at that dumpage. Someone just like, that's nuts. In literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, Cryo War got sold off immediately from 181. People were like, oh, I'll take my money. It's like, oh, I finally got above water. I'll take my money. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Sand taking a beat down. R Fox back to where it started. 1 back at 18. And honestly, it's not looking that great for BTC, in my humble opinion. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, right? BTC down is the move. We'll take a look at this short on Bitcoin. Because now you're like, all right, you showed us the market stinks, and now you're just going to walk away and Let me show you how to make money when the market's garbage, kid. So when the market dumps on you, kid. So this was like them trying to bring the short down, really. Like they've been doing this a lot. Now, the 1 hour is high, of course, right? But that 4 hours ready to rock. So what you do is you put an alert down here on the 1 hour. When that alert hits and comes back down, Bitcoin might probably, not might be, but, highly likely by my system. You do whatever you want. This is the system I create. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm a self-taught technical analysis, a self-taught technical analyst. Cryo Love, a VR game where you make love to your high-tech doll. Asia is all in. I know, right? That was rude. What was rude? Wow, Cody on the 5 minute looks ready to rumble. I know it's a kickback Saturday night stream. Sunday night. But hit the likes while you're here. It's Sunday night. Is it Sunday night? Is it Saturday night? No, it's Sunday night. It's Bitcoin on the weekly candle close. If we can get the likes up to the watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Bitcoin down. I'm looking at the Bitcoin short right now. That's what I'm looking at. If it can stay in the zone, come up, do a retest and bounce. So this is something that I'm looking at closely. Putting an alert here for this to hit. Tomorrow morning, Bitcoin may be ready for a massive dump on Monday morning. So we'll see. I'm not guaranteeing any of this, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't like to short Bitcoin too often, but I just do what the charts tell me to do. I don't do anything different. So I'm watching this very, very closely. Watching the BTC short. Okay. And we reacted to the volatility of the weekly candle. I don't like to trade into the weekly candle because the volatility goes up and down. It's highly likely your idea can get thrown back and forth. So I stay away from trading into the weekly candle close. Once I see it rest off, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, something kind of, then I start to see how the market's folding off. I use that to the advantage of which way we're going, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. GTC, 1.5 billion market cap with huge potential. Keep this on your radar. What's your favorite time frame? The time frame that makes me the most money. I love scalping on the 1 hour with the 15-minute entries. I don't mind swing trading the 4 hour. And I can trade the weekly like a Mo. I like them all, honestly. There's really no favorite. I like scalping on the 15. Pretty sweet. 7 minute can be pretty fun too as well. I don't use the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 6 or the 8 or the 12 at all though. I just don't, I haven't really, someone says the 2 hours is a really good time frame to use. I've never got to know it yet. So it's a lot smoother. Maybe it is. And my buddy that told me that is from an experienced trader. So SafeMoon V2 is out. Oh gosh, come on. What about Goku? What's your favorite time frame? I don't know, man. It's Monday lunchtime here. Shout out to Dingo 8 Masatochi. Yeah, it's like Australia time almost for you out there, baby. If you notice all kids' cartoons, the villain is always against the system of slavery, while the hero always supports the real crime, aka politicians and big corporations. So I prefer meta villains all day. Altruism first. Lee Chan. The 3 day is pretty cool. I love the 3 day. I've been using the 3 day a lot. I've been teaching my students about the 3 day. Absolutely love using the 3 day chart. And the short for the short says that we're going to have a massive dump here for Bitcoin. So, the bigger time frames say we're okay. It just means this week we're going to have a little more sideways action until the new year. So, sideways up or down, and we could expect one more massive shakeout. As I said before, it looks like a big, huge move coming for Bitcoin. In the next 18 to 36 hours, massive move for Bitcoin in the next 18 to 36 hours. Okay. something's got to give here for Bitcoin. Highly likely that 4-hour dumps on us all day long, you know, but we'll see. So there's definitely a big move coming. You've heard it here first on the channel, and this is what we're watching. This is when I'm going to keep my patrons updated throughout the night, no matter what. Throughout the day, anything. I'm going to keep them updated all day long. Yeah, Cryo War with the shoot up to the upside. Unreal. Whales buying more often than not in these caps. Sometimes an influencer mention and pump and dump groups. Yep. Anything could happen, man. Anything could happen with these. Hope Gala jumps 850. Dingo is the man. Strap on. Yummy. Look at the MACD too. Bitcoin is going to 42K. It looks like it definitely may. Sato is pumping. Watch a few weekly closes and you know to be cautious trading. Definitely. Definitely. Every time, man. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. If you came to the channel, remember that we're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for everyone here. 259 watchers. We used to never get that on the nightly streams. Never. But I want everyone to have a good night's sleep. Get ready for Monday morning. We need it. It's been a rough ride for crypto for the last few weeks, but eventually we will prevail. We prevailed at 41. We prevailed at 30K. If we have to go through a 2-year bear market, we will still prevail. We will save our money. We will live below our means. And, you know, again, not financial advice. I will live below my means, and I will continue to buy Bitcoin into the bear market. I'll accumulate more Bitcoin than I ever thought possible. And I'll become a Bitcoin goblin. And that's the plan. And that's the truth. So I love everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. And I'll see you all on the next live stream tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. back at our regular time. Remember, the weekends, it's 8 p.m. That's just how it is. I decided to change it up. Give myself a little bit of a morning off. Let's take a look at Zentians. Let's take a look at KDA. It's just that they came in at the beginning while I was doing my deep dive, and then I wasn't reminded of them. And I don't have the best memory when it comes to that. So I need my admins to help me. Matter of fact, I'm just going to make Sentience an admin. I'm going to make Sentience, you are now a moderator. Welcome to the club, man. Thank you for all your help and everything. You probably don't want to moderate. I don't want to put you to work. I want a man. Oh, wait. What time tomorrow? You know what time tomorrow. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't act like you don't know what time it is tomorrow. I want a man. Like, come on, man. Come on, girl. So look, KDA is sitting in the golden pocket continuously. We've been talking about it. Sitting in the golden pocket has not moved from the last time we mentioned it. Only thing though is this is a descending triangle. Look at that. That's a bearish triangle that breaks down to the downside. I'm telling you right now, the market's not looking too great. I mean, that's as a $2 Cadena though. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's crazy though. Definitely could see it retesting $7 though. So watch out. About to get overbought here on the 4-hour and didn't give you much in action. So you could see more downside for sure for Cadena. Okay. Let's take a look at POT. Not sure which one that is. Potcoin, I'm guessing. Right? It was Potcoin back in the day on Bittrex. But I don't know if that's what we're talking about. I think there was another coin we were talking about, right? But I don't know. They're trying to shake out the shoe checks before the next year's pump. That's what I'm looking at. They're like looking at everything and they're like, oh, all right, we just got to kind of get everyone out of here, clean up the act so we can start fresh and clean. It makes sense. I get it now. It's not sitting, it's squatting. For sure, right? Spinny, are you going to be in Florida? Can we hang out? BHC Cup and Hiddle. Okay. Okay. Make I wanna mana. Oh, wait, what time tomorrow? How could you not? I want a mana for ranch life. Don't threaten me with a good time now. Oh, she gets to be a moderator now. Just in case you're ever in town, you get a wrench now too. Block super chat. Little Schmitty, Bobby Mack. Thank you, everybody. Pot is smoking, hilarious, right? X Protocol Boss Sentience with the $20, man. Come on, man. You're too nice. Why do you have to do this? So nice, man. X Protocol, actually, I did a video on X Protocol, right? They reached out to me. Interesting, right? Half pizza, that's pretty funny. You saw that? I'm in for life. There you go. Yeah, X first metaverse application and portfolio. You know, X Protocol. This is interesting. Cross-chain, prediction market, NFT, DeFi, social. I like this. This is pretty interesting. I remember when I talked to them and went over it. Yeah, let's take a look at it. It's on Gate.io, POT, USDT. We'll take a look at it here on CoinTrader Pro, shall we? Probably the best place to take it down. CoinTrader Pro. X Protocol, there it is. Everyone be smart trading. I'll be in here in the AM. Shout out to Gregory the Sniper. Wow, so this thing's beat down on the daily. Look on the 4 hour as well. Needs to retrace. I mean, it's like everything else in the market. Especially if it came out new and tried to survive. I mean, you need, for adoption, right? You need movement, and you need bullishness. You need people to be winning, so they spread their money into newer projects. So when Bitcoin's freaking everybody out and eating us up, and you got a fear and greed index, you know, it's not gonna, you know, give you the best results. So that's what's sad. What's good about this is it hides good tech. So if you're smart and you're savvy, you can pick up things on the low that eventually, when the market comes back up, you know they're going to be the winners. So like I think Radix EXRD is going to be something that is going to propel into its own zone. So I like Radix. I look at Radix pretty closely, you know. Block super chat for Little Schmitty. Grace has been sending out super chats all night long. I never seen them somehow, which is weird because I thought I've been somewhat in the chat, right? Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't see it. We'll take a look at Block from Rocket Dog real quick, though. So there's X Protocol. I mean, you don't want to see it make a lower low, right? It's basically double bottoming here. It breaks that low, you don't know where it could go anywhere. So, am I getting into something like that? No, I would watch it closely, you know, and you'd want to see it bowl out here. So, you know, the best bet is to form your bowl and hope that it forms a bowl and doesn't start to break to the downside, because there's just no, I mean, could it keep going? Yeah, who knows? It could end up down here. Who knows? There's no telling when you get that low what could happen to a coin or, you know, anything. So just be careful. And JSMY, I believe, was on the radar, right? We'll take a look at the USDT Coinbase pair, if that's okay. Yeah, all these new coins that were hot, I never chased any of them, and I felt so left out when they started to pop. I didn't chase. Thank God I didn't chase. Like, now I'm happy I didn't chase. I'm like, man, I didn't chase these coins, you know. We just kept looking at other opportunities, swing trading VR, like whatever we could find. It's at the 886 retracement. I mean, that's about it. That's a retracement that you want. I mean, all the way down. Oversold on the daily, barely has any information. 4 hours overbought though, like, and the 1 hour could pop on you. So you want to see it get some movement. But, you know, again, all eyes on Bitcoin. All eyes on Bitcoin. Seriously, EPIK. We'll take a look at EPIK Prime real quick for my dude. You guys are funny. I swear, if it was up to y'all keep me here for 10 hours. I would love it. One day I said I'm going to do a 10-hour stream. 10 hours straight. Just going to stream for 10 hours. Just going to go and go and go. Till the feed either cuts me off or like something, you know. I'm just going to stream and stream and stream and stream. EPIK Prime on sale back at 29 cents. I mean, look at the shoulder, head, and the shoulder. Look at that. It formed a head and shoulder pattern. Told you that it was going to dump to the downside. It told you what was happening. It's sad because we found so many good projects before Bitcoin just took the market by hostage. Right? And then you want to take your measured move from the wick to the neckline. You want to swing that. Could go lower, right? There's really no resistance there until it gets lower. I could see EPIK Prime back to 10, 11 cents, you know? Let's take a look at our baby BLOK. But look just like Gala. We went over this numerous times. Look just like Gala, right? Golden pocket. It's sitting in the golden pocket right now, right? If the 1 hour is oversold, if this can be our bounce area, then we could bottom here possibly. But it's all up to Bitcoin. Are you all getting this now? Like, we can go over all these coins all we want, but it does not matter. Because if Bitcoin dumps tomorrow, I don't care how strong the metaverse is, it's going to dump BLOK all the way back down here. You do not want to see BLOK break this. If BLOK breaks this, it's going down to 4 cents. I think they're unlocking a bunch of coins tomorrow too, what I've heard. So there could be a dump for BLOK. All right. So it's a very strong level for it to hold. Golden pocket. It is making a higher low, and I'm not trying to, you know, be a bearer of bad news. I'm just, you know, 4 hours is actually looking nice. This actually looks more bullish than all the other coins. So you could see more of a pump for BLOK than anything else, honestly. It is in the golden pocket. However, I'm not trading tonight. I'm not going to be posting tons of charts. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the market closely. Again, I'm not going to be posting tons of setups tonight. I'm watching this market very closely. Bitcoin is in a very up and down place. However it breaks out of this channel, you know, this wedge that I just posted is going to be a big deal. It's going to kind of show how the rest of the month is going to go too. So this is a big deal coming into the week. And with all that pressure and all that up and down, I don't like to trade into volatility like that. So I'm not, and I wouldn't, you know, lead an example of that nature. So I'm going to be laying off posting tons of setups tonight. I'm watching Bitcoin very, very closely. It's going to affect it's going to affect 99% of every trade out there. So watch Bitcoin closely. I'll keep you updated with Bitcoin. That's why we're getting so many Bitcoin updates throughout the day, throughout the night, because it's Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. If you haven't noticed, it controls the entire market. So here, I mean, yeah. And then Gods Unchained just keeps pumping. Like we pumped it. That's the only thing I'm looking at is VR and Gods Unchained. If I am going to look at anything, it's VR and Gods Unchained. Because they're the new projects that have been out. People have been FOMOing for them a bit, and they've been looking nice. Let's take a look at this one. And see what I got going here is a bit of a bull pennant possibly forming. You know, and it's getting oversold, and it defined Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dumped one day, this thing pumped regardless. Didn't matter. So this is definitely on my radar, and it's high risk, high reward, just remind you. And Bitcoin could still end this, and they could come down for liquidity and grab it on up, but it's on my radar. And the last time we played it, we did get the pump, but we got the move. So we'll be watching VR very closely. This is like the only trade I'll be looking at very closely. All trades are high risk, high reward, though. All trades are high risk right now. I mean, trading is always high risk, but so just keep an eye on that, all right? And we'll take a look at God's Unchained. This has been a cup and handle, right? And we've been looking at it, and it's extremely oversold in the 4 hour, unlike everything else, right? Wanted to get a bit of a flip. So we're watching this closely. But again, all eyes on BTC, all right? All eyes on BTC. So we're watching this closely. Could be some big gains out of God's Unchained, oversold. But just, you know. But we're treading lightly for sure. All right. So that's the day in a nutshell. I think we got all the super chats out the way. Set alerts on Bitcoin, BLOK, and VR. There you go, baby. Also, live or download big screen on Oculus. I'll see you on there. Oh, really? Big screen on Oculus. I'll see you on there. Okay. I'll see you there tonight. It was all about watching BTC Friday. I was in a BTC trance. I know. Good night, ladies. And the 30 guys watching too. You guys are funny. I love you. You're funny, man. Good night, ladies, and the 10 guys watching. Good night, ladies, and the 5 dudes that are also watching tonight. That's funny, man. You're hilarious. You're funny, dude. I like you. Give this guy all my super chats. He's the funniest guy in the room. No, I didn't say that. No, oh, did y'all see SHIB this afternoon? Oh, yeah. I heard SHIB pumped hard. I heard SHIB did pump hard. I mean, barely for me. For me, that's not a bump at all. But, I mean, yeah, for most, I guess, a little bit of a bump for SHIB, you know. Oh, a 13% pump, though? Oh, come on. I thought it really pumped from what hearing. Oh, people really getting excited over that? Jeez Louise, man. We got... The market's really in a bad spot, man. I did pot and epics. I did it. Thank you so much, I want them, Anna. You're awesome. Hey, I like those 5 dudes. Custom ratios, God, these are funny. Pod, who has it? Set alerts on BTC and BLOK. Like that one. Hold up, Fidel. Does everyone have Oculus but me? Yeah. Of course. Everybody has Oculus. You didn't know? We're all on Oculus right now on the live stream. I thought you were... We're all in the same room, aren't we here? I see you stacking. They're all behind me there. We're all in the VR room, no? I thought we were... You're not in the VR room with us? Oh, I thought everyone... My bad. Gotta have the Oculus. ONYX pop 45%. Ooh, ONYX getting a little bit of a pop. And you know what? ONYX came out with staking today. ONYX came out with staking news. Let's get our ONYX staked, huh? Let's get our ONYX staked, shall we? Nice, 44% gains on ONYX. Shout out to my ONYX team. Yeah, baby. At least we got something out of it today. Hey, when you hold 1,000 coins, you gotta win something one time. Eventually, you're gonna win something. For some reason, I'm having a hard time finding the address over here. Wow, moved up hard after the nasty dump. We were buying it down on the lows anyway, right? When it was just, it was like, hey, man, it's recovering, coming back up. Nice little pump, 45% gain there. Nothing to write home about, but a little bit of pump in the metaverse. Can't hurt on a red day, right? I feel you. VR got to any library in the world. Now, Smurf, you know I'm dusting when you get my setup in that Elemento, right? This guy's funny, man. Thanks for staying longer for the Super Chat, Sam. Anytime. I love each and every one of you. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like. Look at that. Playback's 3133. Look at that. On the 33. Amazing. That means 3,133 played this back. Unreal, right? Chat rate, 6. Okay. Great. Viewer activity. Stream health. Excellent. Okay. $85 in chat revenue. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. That's very, very nice of you. I appreciate it. It was a great weekend. Multiple streams, 3 streams this weekend. Thank you so much for the support. Please watch that or video or get those views up. If you just go and press the views and watch some views, man. Wait, isn't it Oculus, the VR headsets? I want a pair, or is it a stream? I'm just messing up. If you don't drop a like, you're a fake fan. Shout out to Shane Hammock, telling you how fake you could be. And guys, look, they took away the like button, right? But what I did, look, is I have the like button back. How did I do that? I downloaded this right here. See this? Return YouTube dislike has access to the site. So what I did is I downloaded that, and that has access to the site, and it gives me my dislikes back. So shout out to the 6 people disliking me. So awesome that I got the haters. I want to know my haters, man. The more haters you have, the more you're doing, right? When I had only 10 subscribers, there's no way I had 6 haters. There's no way. When I had 100 subscribers, I think I had 1 hater. Maybe, probably not. I think when I had 600 subscribers, I didn't have 1 hater. I didn't start getting a hater till I had like 2,000 or 3,000 subs. So like, you don't start getting someone to dislike you until you're moving, man. So shout out to all the haters, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you for hitting that dislike button. And if everyone wants the dislike button back, it's right there. You can get it back. So just throwing that out there. I only got haters if you're doing the right thing. Dislike our algorithms. BitBoy is a Bobby Mac. See you all in the Patreon. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe at the end of every video. I say crypto is life. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when we post our next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, you're already doing the right thing. This is cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin every single day. Thank you so much. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.